for Clean Cause, I think, again, I mentioned that our 50% give back to folks in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction, it runs through the center of everything we do. We hire folks in recovery in the same way that's difficult after you've burnt everything down. I'll speak of my own experience. Burned it down a couple times. Coming back for a job with that kind of resume is not promising. And so we look to give folks second chances because I look at folks who are struggling with something as not who they are, but something they're going through. And in the same way that I suspect the quality of your food and service is greater because you care for them, we've seen the byproduct be higher quality of work and care, and them folding somebody's clothes when somebody's not looking type of culture, which is in one, especially today in this day and age, in my opinion, is one where people look to do less for more. But in terms of also our give back, and we wanted it to be practical and serve a need that just was not there, quite frankly. And our give back is to help folks with living arrangement between rehab and reintegration. It was just a bridge that was missing there. So people would get out of rehab and then have to go right back to the environments that they were at were typically toxic, and without the support to keep that momentum going, because recovery is a long journey and it can be messy, and it was just an underserved need that we saw. So that's how ours shakes out in terms of what the actual explicit give back is in terms of sober living. But one other thing I'd like to mention just in terms of how the mission shows up is I was beat down, a lot of relationships, the stuff all of us know, supply chain issues and everything. And I was like, why did I do this? And I went to a Lowe's because we were all fixing up our houses because we had nothing else to do. And I'm sitting there and I'm checking out, and the lady asked me if I would like a receipt. I never take receipts. I said, okay. And she goes, oh, I have your email on file. And she goes, you're with Clean Cause. And I go, yeah. And she goes, I was homeless and y'all gave me a sober living scholarship, and I'm here now. And we both started crying. I came around the corner and we hugged. She was wearing a shirt that said grateful, and I was wearing one that said Clean Cause. I was ready to say, I don't want to do this anymore. But for me, it's not from a braggadocious or a spirit of look what we did, but what I saw was the full cycle of what the dream was come complete. That was a really positive thing that just really lifted my spirits in the midst of kind of crappy times environmentally in the world. So that was kind of galvanized my heart for the give back and what we were doing.